Welcome back to the Stanley Cup Final, Montreal Canadiens, and welcome back to the Stanley Cup Final as well, Colorado Avalanche. We have for ourselves the battle of Patrick Waugh's teams. As far as the jersey, logo, color matchup, this is a really good matchup from a jersey standpoint and a logo standpoint. The colors, everything. I think it's going to look really good on the ice. Now, of course, you know, the Avalanche jerseys were in that Reebok Edge template at this point, so this era of Avalanche jerseys not as good as the originals that they came into the league with, in my opinion. But anyway, we do have a good matchup. I think on paper as well, from a roster standpoint, we're going to have a really good Stanley Cup final. And this is the big game performers for the Canadiens through, 13 games in the playoffs. If we had just swept the Buffalo Sabres, we would have swept every series in this postseason. I still can't believe that we beat the Leafs in a sweep, and just beating the Leafs in a best-of-7 series is satisfaction enough for me. But to sweep them out of the playoffs, such a great feeling. But if we had swept every series, we would have played 4 in the first round, 8 in the second round, and 12. One loss. We have had one loss through 3 rounds of the playoffs. It's truly incredible. Pacioretty, he's been humming along. He's at 17 points in 13 games, 6 goals in the playoffs. That doesn't lead the team in goals. You're going to see that in a moment. Subban, he's a producer this year as well. Maybe not quite Conn Smythe trophy level performance like he had in the season 1 playoffs, but he is point per game as a defenseman. Su Kai-Ming, also point per game, played 12 games because the AI assistant coach decided to sit Su Kai-Ming for the first game of the Toronto Maple Leafs series with the return of Johnny Boychuk from injury. Thank you very much. So he's better than point per game with 5 goals, big game performer as well. Duchesne, 12 goals. 12 goals is a pipe dream right now for Duchesne. 12 points, 7 goals in 13 games. Not shabby at all. That's something to write home about right there. LeBlanc, Eller, Tamernes. I mean, all these guys are almost point per game. Even these guys down here, they're 10 points in 13 games. Kamayev, 10 points in 13 games. 6 goals from the 80 overall playmaker on the right wing. Playing in my top 6. Chalmerson, 8 points. Marchand, 8 points. Greening, 6 points. Hedman, 6 points. The points obviously start to fall off at this point, but Yemelin, he hasn't contributed a goal, but 5 assists, 2-2. Boychuk, Sanguinetti, Dale Weiss, Cole. But Dale Weiss has played 5 games, and he's gotten in there and has a goal in this playoffs. Colborne, Beaulieu with just 1 point, the one lazy point for Beaulieu and for Brendan Gallagher. These guys, excuse my burp, these guys only played 9 games. I think both of them were missing to injury. Beaulieu is a healthy scratch now. By the way, Ryan White with no points. He's played 2 games and is not currently in our active lineup as we enter the Stanley Cup final. Obviously, the goaltending. And we have seen from both goaltenders in this postseason round. Brian Elliott in the Toronto Maple Leafs series in elimination of the Maple Leafs. He came in relief of Price, who had an absolute stinker. So that's really inflated Carey Price's numbers. So Price's numbers, just take this into account. His numbers aren't supposed to be as bad as they look here. That 2.72 really probably skyrocketed from Game 4 against the Maple Leafs. And his save percentage is a sub 92 now. But it really, he's been great. He's been great aside from Game 4 against the Maple Leafs in this playoffs. I'm going to need an excellent performance from Price against the Colorado Avalanche. Colorado's point production, not really as much by committee as the Montreal Canadiens, but look who has made the final with the Avalanche. Alex Galchenyuk, now an 88 overall. So he has grown and he's blossomed. He has reached it. And he's younger than Duchesne. Now remember, when we started the GM mode, the very first trade I ever made in the GM mode was swapping Galchenyuk for Duchesne. They meet in the final. The storylines, man, the storylines here. So I told you that at the time, I don't remember my exact words, But the idea was the Avalanche were rebuilders, so they probably want to get a little bit younger, whereas Duchesne was an older player entering his prime and is currently in his prime with the Canadiens. But they got the younger Galchenyuk, who's going to be coming up behind that as he grows and reaches that 88 overall stage. Now he's entering his prime years. He's not even really fully in his prime years as far as I'm concerned. I think he has yet to really enter them as he reaches the age of 25. So Colorado's in a good spot with the Galchenyuk trade right now. I mean, obviously, they're in the Stanley Cup final now. Parenteau, who is a PA Parenteau, is pretty, yeah, he's 34. I thought he was pretty old. Or getting up there for an NHL player. 34 is not that old. Come on. Nathan MacKinnon, he's in his prime. He's not in his prime. He's 21. That's right. What am I talking about? Nathan MacKinnon was drafted. When did the Avalanche draft him here? Or wait a minute. I can't remember. Does the 2013 draft take place in the GM mode, or is that the draft? That must be the literal draft. I can't remember. I don't remember if the MacKinnon draft is in this game, is what I'm saying. I feel like the Avalanche drafted MacKinnon in this game, in the GM mode. But I could be wrong. I don't know. I may be confusing a lot of people with what I'm saying. But MacKinnon was taken first overall by the Avalanche in 2013. I believe the 2013 draft takes place in the GM mode. Am I wrong? I can't remember. I have to go back and watch season 1. Seabrook, 9 points. Stastny, I just want to go down this list really quick. I'm not going to go over anything, any particulars with the Colorado Avalanche roster, but that's just who's done what for them. All skaters. This is all skaters, obviously, with some of the defensemen in there. The goaltending, they've kind of split goaltenders here. Varlamov has seen some time, but it looks like Eric Brassard. That is such a, look at the photo on him. It looks like a webcam photo for his headshot. But he is a 2014 first round, third overall pick. So they took Brassard with the third overall pick. He's an 88 overall. This is going to be look at the stats. Look at the stats. I didn't even look at the stats. He's a 1.80 GAA in 14 games played, 94.6. So why did Varlamov get into 4 games? Why has Varlamov played 4 games? Maybe there was an injury? He's played 14 games. The Avalanche, correct me if I'm wrong, they played 17 games, right? To this point in the postseason, so maybe he was injured? I have no idea what's going on. But anyway, this guy's a legit stud. But yeah, I pulled it up. I'm going to pull it up again. I mean, you can see the goaltender attributes for yourself. I want to look at his stats before as well in the regular season. So what did he do in the regular season? He had a 2.43 GAA this most recent year and a 9.25. He's consistent save percentage. Look at this. 9.24, 9.25 save percentage. The GAA, I skipped past it, but it's hovering about in the same area. So a really good, solid, consistent goalie for the Avalanche. So that takes us to this point. It's game 1. It is round 4, Stanley Cup final. It all comes down to one best of 7 series. When the season began, who could have ever foreseen? Avs, Habs, Stanley Cup final. We're in season 4. We have made it to the final for the second time in 4 years. And we haven't won anything yet. But you got to start talking. It has to be a conversation. Is this Canadiens team a dynasty? But we have to win the Stanley Cup first before we can start to talk about if this team can be a dynasty. And in order to be a dynasty, we would have to win a cup this year and another cup within the next year or 2 after this as well. So I don't want to start the dynasty conversations yet. That's actually a very smart play from Duchesne to just slap that back to center ice. All the pressure is on the Canadiens right now to go out there and finish this incredible run off with a championship. That's a big hit. Pacioretty is feeling it in the final. Stick lifted, but not for much. Oh my God! And there's so many storylines here. First of all, we've got the Alex Galchenyuk trade, who slaps one on the net here, back off the boards and out to center ice. Galchenyuk, another one trying on his former team, saved by Price. Brent Seabrook poke checked up the puck. Marchand's going to go the other way. Pump fake. Marchand backhand scores, lifted into the net, and the Canadiens lead on the breakaway. It was a couple of good chances for Galchenyuk. The play goes the other way. Brad Marchand, forehand to backhand. 6th goal of the playoffs. And the Canadiens have the early advantage in Game 1. Varlamov in the net as well. Who's the coach in Colorado? Is it Patrick Roy? I mean, at this point in time, it would probably actually be Patrick Roy. This is the battle of Patrick Roy's teams for the trophy, for the Stanley Cup Championship. It's Stanley. No one's ever called it Stanley Cup Championship, but that's what this is. This is the battle of Roy's teams for the Stanley Cup Trophy. So as I was going to try to point out, I don't know who the coach is first. I don't know why they would put Varlamov in there ahead of whatever his name was. I forgot the name of the other goaltender. Blocked this shot. Oh, and a deflection goal. Stastny evens the game at 1. Oh my God. Strap your seatbelts. We're going to have a really wild series. These two first lines can go toe-to-toe with each other. They really can. The two teams' top sixes are really good. I don't think I previewed the Avalanche lines before I jumped into gameplay, but who cares? You're going to see the lines for yourself. So anyway, we've got so many storylines as I try to focus both on gameplay and talking about the storylines. We got the trade that went down back in Season 1, we'll take a face-off. The trade that happened in Season 1, Galchenyuk for Duchesne. We made an agreement, the Avalanche and the Canadiens, to swap centers. Well, Alex Galchenyuk is now ready. At the time, he was not ready, but that was 4 seasons ago. It looked like a good idea to move on from him. The Avalanche were rebuilders and perhaps looking to get younger and put all their stock into the future. No way. Oh my God, Colborne almost dangled that guy out of his panties. We'll have a penalty coming up against the Avalanche. A power play to the Canadiens. Why does Game 1 of every series have to be a frenetic start to every series? Game 1 has been crazy in each of the series so far, I believe. Going back, Dominic Moore to the box. So we're going to see how the Avalanche approach the PK situation. And it's funny because, I mean, before I looked at the rosters, I didn't think about the Duchesne-Galchenyuk thing. So we're going to find out who really made out better on that trade in this series. Excuse me as I burp a little bit. Drop pass again. There you go, Subban. Across to Hedman. Back up top. Okay. We have a tough time with that drop pass on the power play. Back to the point, but we're going to get it back in now. Duchesne to LeBlanc. I need to look. Stopping. Subban, shoot. Yep. I knew it got blocked, but we had to get that shot away quickly. We didn't have time. They were closing in on us. Hedman to retrieve. Can't believe it. Already a 1-1 game. We haven't even played 5 minutes. I'm going to punch that to the outside. Someone come help out. Hedman, he's right down the middle. Poke checked away. That's going to be cleared easy by Seabrook, the former Chicago Blackhawk. There was another storyline that I was going to try to get to, but I don't know what it was. I forgot already. I'm more interested in gameplay. Kamayev stopping. Kamayev, toe drag move to get to the inside. Help him out, Eller. Eller helps out. Wide open is Marchand, but Sanguinetti will take the shot instead. Board pin. That should be able to allow us to keep it in. Marchand. Eller. Down low from Ming. Ming across the seam. Sanguinetti back up top for Eller. That's a good try by Ming. It's a bunch of miniature 2-on-1s. We just got to find the favorable 2-on-1 matchup and get that goal. But that was a good effort from the power play, especially at the end with my second unit. So, what was the other storyline? There was the Duchesne-Galchenyuk thing, but there was something else, and I'm already forgetting what it was. We're making our second appearance in 4 years in the final. Subban! From the blue line off the face-off. You might want to take Varlamov out of the net. You just might want to. Just an idea. This is going to be a track meet Stanley Cup final. Along the ice as well. Never elevated the puck. Okay, I take it back. Give Subban the talk about Subban for Conn Smythe again. You got to start talking about it. We have bolstered our roster with a number of moves entering this playoffs. We got Tamernis in a trade with Vancouver. Gave up some draft picks to get that player. I don't have a pick in the first, second, or third round of the upcoming draft in the offseason. That can be rectified. And it's totally worth it if you win the Stanley Cup. And I said it at the time of the trade. If we win a Stanley Cup, I will happily get rid of my first, second, and third round picks. Because it won't really mean anything. I got the cup. I got what I wanted, a Stanley Cup out of it. The beauty part of all this is that we have eliminated the Toronto Maple Leafs in a sweep to get here. That felt really good. But the job isn't done yet. I'm pinching with Boychuk. Just throw it. Yeah. And that'll be patch ready. I thought that was a defenseman. Marchand turned fire. Saved into the glove of Varlamov. The Canadiens, looking like the better team early on, obviously have the lead on the scoreboard. We've run this weak side lock forecheck to perfection the way we've played. There's Galchenyuk, Chucky, 16 points in 17 games. He's a big game performer for that team. I knew he would be. It was just a matter of him reaching that elevated status for Colorado. I knew he would get there eventually, and so the Avalanche were just going to have to sucker up and deal with some pain for a little bit until he was full-on prepared to play at a high level. He is now officially playing at a high level. He was a decent player when I traded him. It's just Duchesne was older and more prepared to, more prepared to play on a contending team. And of course, we won that Stanley Cup in season 1, so my move really made a lot of sense for me. I got no options, but back to the point. Sorry, Subban, I put you in a tough spot there. Good passing, shot, save with the pad. It'll get out, up to Parenteau. Avalanche are going to have to make some adjustments because they're not having a good game right now. I'm going to shoot off the rush, shoot low, deliberately shooting low to get that rebound. I told you this forecheck is too much to deal with. Every team we've played can tell you about it. We've just run our way to the Stanley Cup final here. That was a wonderful hip check. McGinn to Galchenyuk. McGinn tries to force it in off the side of the net there on Price. I believe this is Galchenyuk back to the point. Shot blocked by Gallagher. Patch ready off the glass and out up to the point. Held in by Tyson Barrie. Poke check by Subban, and it is free and away for Andre Sekera to retrieve. Duchesne giving a chase on the forecheck. We got a back check as well here. Close him off. Inside positioning. Okay. I don't know what that play was there, Colorado. We will fling it all the way down. Seabrook under pressure. Under duress from the forecheck, which will be a problem in this series. You're finding out the hard way. Go get at it, Duchesne. Don't give up on this play. Good. Look at this. Penalty by Duchesne. It's a slash. We still can't get the touch. Condra skates it away through center ice for Colorado. We're going to get that inside positioning. No extra penalties here. Touch it, and we will go to the box. Matt Duchesne for a slash. Trying to do work on that forecheck. And I do indeed have a coffee. It is a morning recording session for Stanley Cup Final Game 1. The coffee is so appropriate. I need it right now, but there will be the occasional break in commentary for the coffee, so that if there is an unexplained, pause in commentary during a whistle. Oh my God, LeBlanc got sent to the absolute next county on that hit. We're just sputtering all over the place on this penalty kill situation. Help Price out, please. Tamernis, my trade acquisition from Vancouver. He shoveled it along. We can get the clear. Varlamov just inside that trapezoid. Settles it. Su Kai Ming, my draft pick. The elite 15th overall draft pick, Su Kai Ming, coming through in big ways in the playoffs. We got to send this down the rink. Subban cleanly down the zone. Varlamov settles it once more. Filppula. Man, this Avalanche team is built weird. They got some interesting names on this team. But it's worked out. They got here all the way to the final. Cover, yes. Even from that angle, that's a scary shot for Carey Price to see because, I've seen him let in some really dumb goals in this playoffs. And Hedman whacking the puck in frustration all the way down the other end of the rink after the whistle. This is Price's save on Parenteau. We tried to dive to block it right there. It's just a little late, but he missed the net anyway. So he made Price's job easier by missing the net on that. Su Kai-Ming, we need a forehand win to the corner. Or with the skate. However you got to do it. He does it with the skate. Clean. But Elliott getting in there. Disrupting things for the Avalanche. I got the net front. No, I don't have the net front. That was Nathan MacKinnon. Oh my God. Come on, Boychuk. Good play. I'm going to saucer this. Good pass. Drive the net. Drive the net. Shoot. Rebound. Su Kai-Ming on the rebound. Short-handed. How many short-handed goals does this guy have this year? And the controller battery. Well, I'll get to that in a moment. Su Kai-Ming. Shoot. Pacioretty drives to the net. Creates a rebound. Su Kai-Ming is there to pot it home. They just both got so focused on Pacioretty. I don't know why they didn't pick up Ming. He was trailing the play. Well, I'm going to have to wait until the face-off is done. I got to plug the controller in because I can actually play this game with a wireless controller. I always kind of... Oh, I didn't mean to start a fight here. I didn't want to do that. That'll be a penalty on Subban. Yes, it will. It'll be an infraction on PK. So, I mean, we just put them on the power play. We did score while they were on the power play. But I don't want, that doesn't mean I want to go taking penalties here, PK, to put us on the PK. Okay, that was kind of weird. I plugged the controller in so it could charge while it's while we're playing the game, and it broke up the replay, so there was no replay. My God, everything's just running smoothly. The breakout. Oh. I'll fling that back in from Hedman. I thought Duchesne was going to have a highlight reel goal there. We're feeling it. Three of them, to answer my question, 3. I thought Duchesne was going to have that move pulled off. He had the move done as well on the goaltender. I don't know why they got Varlamov in the goal crease for this one. I just don't... He's a choker. And it's not necessarily that it's his fault, but that they're losing this game entirely. Don't get caught up here, Boychuk. Just defend it. Defend it intelligently. Oh, my God. Tamernis. Oh. As calm as ever. As calm as ever, man. That was a big clear by Boychuk. Where are you going to go with it? Dumping it in. And elevated out of the zone. It is out of the zone. But not very far. It's just outside the blue line it got. Off of McKinnon, poked away back to center. We're killing this penalty really, really well. Good play, Boychuk. Golf at it. He does. Kept in by Tyson Barrie. Down low for Stastny. Why would you pass up the shot? Go Subban. Duchesne. Okay, well, I tried to get it up to Duchesne. I think the other storyline that I was going to go for is that Duchesne is obviously Duchesne being a former Avalanche and Galchenyuk being a former Canadian. But, I mean, duh, they were traded for each other, so that would make sense. Cross-corner dump in here. Trying to glove it down was Barrie. Chalmerson with a perfectly placed forecheck. This team is a well-oiled machine by now. I mean, that's been evident through the first couple rounds in the playoffs. We know how to play this game. We know how to play along with each other. That was an interesting move there by Chalmerson. He's going to get to it and force it back down low. Eller got tied up. If we can play this way for 60 minutes, I think we got a win here. I think we're a lock to win this game. I didn't mean to press the button there. Hedman under a little bit of duress here. Pacioretty's up the boards. Give me some support. I had no speed with Pacioretty on that. He had absolutely no speed once he got the puck. That was a problem. What's not a problem is that he has the puck now. He's between 2 defenders. That was a tough play. Dumped in by, I assume that's Nate Thompson. I didn't look at the roster that closely for the Avalanche. Center for Duchesne. That'll be the horn. We got an interesting horn here at the Pepsi Center, which is not officially named the Pepsi Center in this game. We have had control of that first period. It is a frustrating one for the Avalanche, but I'm telling you, this has been the story of the whole playoffs. We played like this against every opponent we have faced. I thought we were going to be off to a ruckus start in this one when the Avalanche tied the game, but we answered back with 2 unanswered goals. Well, I would say that we were dominating this game But the Avalanche, and we are on the scoreboard at least, which is the most important thing, but we're being outshot 13-11 after period number 1. Some of that, I guess you could accumulate to the power plays that they have gotten. They've gotten quite a few power plays in this game. We got to be very responsible with what we do, specifically with our sticks, because we are a team that take a lot of stick infractions, but it's part of the game. It's part of playing hard and trying to be aggressive. Back to the point, Subban. It's so awkward when the blue liner gets it. Hedman on the recovery for Subban, and it's not so much. Then Parenteau scores. That's not so much Subban's mistake. It was just it was a tough play for him in the first place. We pay the price for it in the form of a PA Parenteau goal. It's the same problem that I have complained about with Carey Price throughout much of his past postseason performances. Rebound control. He has got to have better rebound control. I mean, the save, great, you made the first save, but the second chance opportunity was right in the prime slot area. Up to LeBlanc, we're going to get around. I love this second line. This second line is the line that you put on the ice when you need a quick response. You give up a goal, you need a quick response, you put the second line on the ice. I see it. I see Ming. He's one guy that can take on 1-on-2. He can go 1-on-2. And if he held that puck, he would have been gone. He would have been past McKinnon. McKinnon skates it away. McKinnon can't go 1-on-4. All right, pull it back behind the net, and wrist it. There it is, up to Kamayev. I think Kamayev is a one-man show here, and he indeed is a one-man show. Almost had the move done on Sekera. Knocked down at center ice, Jalmerson. I got help from Hedman. Dump it into the bench. I wanted to dump it into the zone, but I'll take that. It'll be a face-off. And from there, both teams can, of course, control their changes, their line changes. Wow. That's all I have to say about that hit. Wow. And ouch. The groin on that one. His groin splayed across the ice surface. His groin splayed across the ice surface. That'll be an icing. If we can get... How's that not an icing? Someone explain to me why that isn't an icing. I've caught their defense flat-footed in this one a lot. That's not the first time here in this game. We have a lot of active sticks. I do poke check a lot, and it does put us at risk of a tripping penalty. I don't even know. I didn't even know how to play that. I didn't know if I wanted to board pin it. It didn't matter because the puck was bouncing. Shot on Price. He doesn't even know where it is. Cover. If you don't know where it is, take the whistle. Reset. First pair. And yeah, third line, because that's Eller. I need a center that I can trust to win the face-off, and Lars Eller makes sense. We're going to have to win it on the forehand. We'll do that same move where we kick it with the skate off the face-off. Give me some help. I literally have no help on the breakout attempt. We would have been better off to just ice it or something. Up into center ice. Jalmerson's gone. He's gone. There's a heavy back checker. Jalmerson lost the puck. He just lost the handle. Dumped in by, I believe I saw Scarbarossa. Is that the name? Hedman is turnstiled down low. Oh, the one-timer off the mark. It's a big break for us because we're going to spring a little bit of action ourselves the other way. Eller punches it to Jalmerson. He floats one on the net. Back to Hedman. Kick it down low. You got support from Eller. He's going to be knocked to his tuchus on the ice surface. Their back check from Tutu. We're peeling it back with Subban. I need help. So skate into that. Offside go the Avalanche. Only just. Well, I got to say this. There's a reason that the Avs are in the final. They are responding. They're playing a good game now. And they got the lift from the PA Parenteau goal as well, which changes the complexion of the game a little bit. So, and they have made an adjustment. They're getting tougher to play against. It's tough to break the puck out, and it's getting tougher to go through the neutral zone. I mean, I say that. I know we've had a couple of odd man rushes going the other way, but that's just mostly just due to turnovers and minor mistakes by the Avalanche. Just can't get that puck to LeBlanc. I wanted to get it to him, but there was just no way to get him the puck down low from Ming, but we're not going to get it there. Nathan McKinnon versus Su Kai Ming. In a universe where such a thing exists, I would love to see that in the real world. Someone in the real world create Su Kai Ming. I'm going to have to tell some people in Singapore to get busy. if that's going to happen. Somebody get the puck for the Canadiens. Goodness great. I didn't want to play it. I didn't want to play it. It's going to be a goal. I didn't want to play the puck. I want to dump this in fact. Dump it in. Oh, yeah, this is not going to be an easy just parade to the Stanley Cup final, is it? Or to the Stanley Cup itself. We're in the final, so we've had an easy, but it has been a parade to the final for the Canadiens, but it's going to be a hard-fought series to lift Lord Stanley at the end of it for both of these teams. None of this comes easy. Subban walking middle, shot. And into the net, Colborne on the rebound. Well, you want to complain about rebound control. I think the Avalanche have a lot to complain about as far as rebound control is concerned. Subban has his second point on the game. A goal and an assist. He keeps shooting low. He doesn't need to raise the puck off the ice surface. Just shoot low, rebound, and deposit it into that net by Colborne, my fourth-line center. You think he's feeling good right now. He has a Stanley Cup final goal to reclaim the 2-goal advantage for the Montreal Canadiens. This is not going to be a mistake-free game or a mistake-free series for us. We're going to make plenty of mistakes. Up to Colborne. Okay. He's confident right now. He just scored a goal. He's confident. He deserves to play confidently. Now get off the ice. You've been out there for a while, my fourth line. Oh, Galchenyuk turned aside by Price. Not so fast. The other, I know one of the storylines. Well, it was going to be a storyline until the Avalanche put Varlamov in the net. Is that we have, I think Price, is he not an 88 overall goaltender? We've got 2 88 overall goaltenders that were supposed to match up in this series, but the Canadiens decided that's a slash. Well, I don't even know what to do with this. That's fine. We'll just play it out the center. Tyson Barrie, you're a marked man. Marchand, slap shot. Oh my God, Marchand, be okay. We need you for this run. So who was on our roster the last time we won the Stanley Cup back in Season 1? Marchand was not a part of that team, was he? It was Duchesne. Spin move by Pacioretty, but he didn't have the handle. Good play by Sanguinetti jumping up there from the defense. We'll take a face-off, absolutely. I don't think Marchand was... I don't remember when we traded for Marchand. We moved Dalton Thrower in a trade. We traded Yemelin, of course, who's back on the roster now because we claimed him off waivers this season. So we welcomed him back with open arms. Yeah, we had Yemelin on that Stanley Cup winning team. I guess Yemelin is a huge piece of the core of a Canadian Stanley Cup winning team. Apparently. Good block, Su Kai-Ming. And that'll deflect all the way back into the Avalanche zone. Already 6.5 to go in the period. This has been a really quickly played second period. I'm going to get after this. Watch the hit and don't take a penalty. Chipping it down low because we got this nice... We just got this nice low to high feed working. Ming. Wrap around wide. I told you, this second line, they're just beast. They're just beast, baby. That's what this second line is. They just play like beasts. Come on, Boychuk. Are we still out there with the second line? Boychuk, you got to skate. I'm going to dump it. Absolutely. I see my forechecker is Gallagher. He got in there. Up to Stastny, hip check time. It's awesome and it's comedic all at the same time. That's not what I meant to do, but we'll dump it on net. We avoid an icing by the slimmest of margins on that one. Oh, I'm not fighting you, no. Oh, but hey! Watch it now! There are children in the audience. That was not very nice. I go and say that, and what did I do with PK Subban against the Maple Leafs in the last round after the whistle? So, I mean, I can't be a hypocrite. Just obliteration by Tutu down there. I knew we could get that going. Walk middle, shot. He elevated the puck on that one. You see what happened? He missed the net. There it is for Tutu. Hedman's going to pinch down the wall. Keep it, Subban. Offside. You know what? Oh, I thought I was going to hit him. I thought I was going to hit him harder than that with Subban. You hit my guy after the whistle. It's only fair that I do the same thing to you. So this is, we're just seeing how bad Subban missed the net here. He didn't really miss that bad. He put a lot of mustard on that thing, so. Got to start aiming low again. That's been the secret for Subban's success in this game. Every time he shot low, he's created some kind of a goal. He scored a goal or assisted on one. Hip check again. Stastny, it's just knocked off the stick of Stastny. He is plastered by the board. Saucer pass along for Duchesne. He can skate into this. Oh, the Avs fans are not going to enjoy it if Matt Duchesne scores a goal on their team in this series. The Avalanche are just a sloppy mess getting out of their own end, but you understand why. It's just this great forecheck we have going on here. Dumped in on the blocker of Price, pinned by Yemlin. This is just the best that this Canadiens team has looked in this entire GM mode series. That's a trip. That's a trip. Beautifully done by Marchand. This team can't put a foot wrong right now. We really can't. It feels that way. Until I make one of the most costly mistakes in this series and we blow this 2-goal advantage we have right now. We've been there and done that before, but this is not the Toronto Maple Leafs. It feels like that was the real challenge of this playoffs, was the Maple Leafs. I know we swept them. We made it look easier than it actually was. Subban again elevates the puck and hits the high glass behind Varlamov to start this power play. We'll be on the power play for the remainder of this period should we not score on this man advantage opportunity that's in front of us. Oh man, 11 games without a point, even for a defenseman. That'll be kept in. We'll keep that in, and then we'll just have to look for the option. Protect the puck. We're gonna get nudged. We'll just throw it down low. Su Kai-Ming, perhaps off the side of the net, kick the long. It's just the power play is just really a key to a successful power play. Really is about not panicking. Now the problem with this game is that the penalty killers are really aggressive when they're on the PK. So windmill move to the outside. I see Subban. We'll just take it to Marchand. Was that blocked or was that saved? We'll get it. Ming, go get it on the half wall. Ming down low. Funnel. Oh my God, that was just terrorism. Ming. That's terrorism right there. Power play goal, Su Kai-Ming, 5-2 game. His second of the game. He is a true big game performer. Well, the Avalanche thought that they had the puck out of the zone, and they did not. Down low, the Singaporean Sidney Crosby scores from in the slot area. Kamayev was thinking that was his puck, but nope. Su Kai-Ming says, not so fast, buddy. I have a multi-goal night. It's just utter domination. The crowd doesn't know what to believe. The Avalanche will probably be booed off the ice surface at the intermission, I would imagine. We will make you pay for your mistakes. We'll make you pay dearly. Tamernis, no delay of game penalties. Down the rink, it'll go. And are the Boo Birds coming out? They are not. They're just disappointment from the Avs fans. They don't even know what to say. They don't know what to think. This has been a rough first game of the Stanley Cup Final for the Avalanche, but the series is not lost in Game 1 necessarily. And hell, Game 1's not even over. No, in fact, the Avalanche fans were screaming, "Go Avs, go!" as their team went to the dressing room for intermission, but there is not a lot to smile about if you are an Avalanche fan. We have a chance to take home ice advantage away from these Avs. We have a chance to take the all-important Game 1 in the Stanley Cup Final. It comes down to this next 20 minutes of play. We've been the aggressor in this game. We've been the dominator in this game. We have easily been the best team. Matt Duchesne raking out all the handles. Staying with the puck. Duchesne from the corner. Work a cycle with me. Pacioretty was going there. He was going to the corner, but he got interrupted. Back down low for Pacioretty. Roll this cycle. Give and go. Pacioretty. All right. I don't think anyone's there to keep that puck in after I chopped along with Pacioretty. Marchand almost had the intercept coming back. Avalanche under pressure already. It's going to be a whole series like this. What is the adjustment? What's the game plan if you're the Avalanche? Do they have one? Chip it to the outside. Marchand skating into that cutback move, feeding it to LeBlanc. He'll throw it on net. That was not my intention on that play, but I did have some net front presence. I just don't understand the decision to put Varlamov in the net. I don't know why he's still in there. He's giving up 5 goals tonight. He's just not... And Eller scores at 6. Make it 6. He is just not the answer. And that's the booze. That's the booze from the home crowd. Their patience wore thin. Rebound. Right to Eller. He wastes no time. Eller off the backhand into the net. 5-hole. That's a goaltender change. It has to be. Oh, well, I was dead silent listening for the PA guy over the music. No, he's still in there. I swear, this coaching staff for Colorado, what is it going to take? We're going to see Varlamov for every game in this series, and this is basically how it's going to go. He'll take the face-off. He'll take the face-off. I missed my pass. I kind of thought I had somebody up there, so I just sent it down the rink. But, I mean, 6-2 game. I can kind of play however I want now. And I can rest my top-line guys for much of the game if I want to. I can just put whoever I want on the ice. I mean, it's pure domination right now from this team. Help him out, Ming. I mean, this would be just a defeating feeling for the Avalanche. You feel like you've lost the series before it really even begins with a game like this. We kind of got like this box +1 set up there in the D zone. I'm going to play this off anyway. Yemlin along the boards. I see it up to Kamayev. Now he's going to have to go 1-on-2. He will take the shot on goal just because it's a guaranteed shot on goal. Where's LeBlanc going? I mean, or that's Colborne, isn't it? Feet in front for Kamayev. It goes back to the point instead. I just feel like I can play a very free-flowing hockey game to the end of this game now. I didn't mean to do that. That's fine with me. It won't even be an icing. The dreaded Avalanche. They can't even get an icing right now. Dumped back in. That'll be a line change for Colorado. D to D. And back again. Straight up to Eller. Up and over Deke. Nope, there was none. I feel like if I'm going to score a 7th goal, off the rush, I feel like I got to make it fancy. At this point, you just got to make it fancy. Nice play to knock that down. Goal for Galchenyuk, but it means very little in the grand scheme of things right now. I think we kind of just broke down a little bit on that goal, but I'm not even mad about it. Yeah, we had it with Hjalmarsson. It was a 1-on-1 for all intents and purposes with Galchenyuk on Price. Price was beaten 5-hole by his former teammate. I don't regret the trade. I mean, right now, I really don't regret the trade. We're dominating. I don't know if that will be the case in Game 2. I can't say. But I feel really good about it, where we're at. We're in a good spot right now. Hard to blow a 4-goal lead in a third period. It really, especially with sub 12 minutes to go, hard to blow a 4-goal lead. I can't remember the name of the other goaltender, and I wish I could. But he's the backup entering the final. I guess in that case, if you're a Colorado, you're going with experience. But I wouldn't. I just don't understand the decision there when you got the better goalie is sitting on the bench right now. As from an overall rating standpoint and from a statistical standpoint, did you see that move by Hedman? He just couldn't shoot it. He just couldn't get the shot away there. Someone want to back check and help out Subban? I mean, we left Price all alone on that play. Missing Patch Ready with a pass. We played a little bit sloppier since we got that lead. Stay up there. All you had to do, Eller, was stay on the boards there by the near side boards at the blue line. We would have been out. Board pin Hedman. He did not. Back to the point. Oh, I didn't think I had that on my stick. I knew I blocked it. Dump it in. I mean, it can be just, for me, it can just be a boring game for my team to the end of the game if it needs to be. I just want to get out of here with the win and no injuries. Shot to the net. It got blocked on its way through. We'll funnel it back down low because that's where the numbers are. We have better numbers down low. Gallagher back to the blue line. Yemlin across. Yeah, we can't really put a foot wrong tonight. We played a really good game. It's just about, this is suffocation time for us. Offside goes McGinn. It's just suffocation time for the rest of this game. Suffocate these guys from my perspective defensively, and from their perspective offensively. Don't allow them to get any offense generated. They got the goal from Galchenyuk. That's as much as I want to see. Yeah, I'm going to try to win on the backhand here. Good win by Ming. Just a slap shot. Oh my God, just shoot the damn puck. I don't understand why sometimes I push up on the stick and he doesn't shoot it anyway. Well, hell of a back check. Hell of a back check by Boychuk. I'm going to lead Ming into the zone here, and he will pull off a deep cutback move. Kamayev, go to the slot. There it is. Intercepted by Thompson. Good back check from him. I had nothing to lose on that back check with Boychuk. On that one, I mean, they had a breakaway. They had another one-on-one with Carey Price. I had a good turnover with Ming, and I didn't have anywhere to go with it. I probably should have just taken it hard to the net with Sukai Ming, but I don't need the goal right now. Block it. Get up there and block it. Get in the shot lane and block the shot. I don't care that we have a big lead. We play for our goalie the whole way through. 2-2. Shot into the net. He scored 2 goals in this playoffs off the rush from the top of the circle. That's his second one in this playoffs. His second goal as well of the playoffs. Sukai Ming gets an assist. I mean, this is just I'm just going to throw it and hope you can make a save. Good luck making the save on that. He did not. It hit the mask and went 5-hole. I mean, there's no reason to even celebrate the goal. We're up 7-3. This is a dream Stanley Cup final for us right now. This is a dream start in the final. What the hell was that pass? I'm going to leave it behind the net. My defenseman's going to pick it up. It's going to be Subban. Hard pass for Patch ready. I'm going to cut across the middle, so follow me in, Duchesne. I think Duchesne knocked the puck free, actually. I think I ran into Duchesne. Back up. Marchand's on a breakaway. Nice save, Varlamov. That'll build his confidence a little bit. His confidence has been destroyed in this game. This is just what we do, man. This is just what we do. We just work the puck down low, and we will outwork you on the boards. Nice hit on Condra. He's going to be feeling that one for the rest of the final. There's nothing else to be said. We just need to salt the game away. This has been a perfect start. You couldn't have played a better game. Even with the little mistakes that we've made, you couldn't have played a better game than this. The only thing that could have been better is we could have had a Carey Price shutout, but that will not be the case. Oh, that puck literally bounced straight up in the air instead of deflecting out of the zone. Backhand, I'm going to elevator this into center ice. I mean, we're just getting every little bounce. Go, Eller, down low, into the corner. That's fine with me. And someone took the net off. It's just a matter of just getting through 2.5 minutes without injury. That's my main concern now. No injuries, no fights. Don't give the Avalanche any momentum going into Game 2. But to come in here and just, oh, that's what I can't have. You know what? I can't have that. And I said no fights, no injuries, and what are we going to do? Sukai Ming, do not break your hand on Tyson Berry's face. Why is Sukai Ming... Why is he the guy that's fighting? I don't want this. This fight better not go awry for me. I'm dodging every punch on Barry. That was a really, really respectable fight between two combatants. And who comes out on top? Sukai Ming. I had to fight. I had to fight for my teammates' honor. I did. Everybody was getting into a tussle. The Avalanche, just nothing can go right for the Avalanche. They can't even win the fight that they get into on Sukai Ming. And fortunately, he is not injured. I don't believe. We'll find out coming out of the end of this game. But that's the last guy for this team that really needs to be fighting. He doesn't need to be scrapping with anyone. I say that I want to avoid an injury, and I'm probably going to speak it into existence. Yeah, that's a taste of your own medicine there, Colorado. Whoa. Out of reach for Eller, Varlamov, delay of game. As if they needed that. Man, Varlamov, worst player on the ice for Colorado tonight. Easily. Easily. I mean, and it's not... I know that you look at the goaltender and go, man, the puck got past him 7 times. That's pretty bad. It's not all on him, but it's pretty bad. And the backup goalie is just sitting there shaking his head. He's going to demand a trade. He's going to do the Patrick Waugh trade to the Colorado Avalanche. What Patrick Waugh did to the Canadiens. Ask for a trade. After an embarrassing start. Coach just leaves him in there to get embarrassed. Okay, someone who's taking this puck here. That's going to be cleared by Johnson. I'm taking this power play seriously, like I need the goal, man. But I'm a competitive person. I want that goal. I mean, hey, there's still time on the board. We can still... You kidding me with that save? That's the save that you choose to make, Varlamov, is that backdoor play to LeBlanc. We needed... That replay should have started a lot sooner than it did. It should have started sooner than it actually did. So we could see the save with the glove. But yeah, as I was going to point out, there's still time on the board. And as long as there's time on the board, I can play. I can keep playing. I'm not going to fight you. You guys had your fight and you lost it. Go sit down. Someone in the crowd said, come on. Yeah, we're not feeling very good tonight, are we? In no way Sanguinetti kept that puck in. I told you, we are a well-oiled machine. We are a well-oiled machine coming into this final. We know exactly what our purpose is. We are driven by purpose. Duchesne, he's going to get it going. He stirs up a spinorama move, takes a penalty, but I don't even care. The game is over. Offside, go the Avalanche. Just to pinpoint that problem home for these guys. They have not been collected in this one. They have not had it well held together at all. Yeah, I got frustrated after I missed the spinorama move, but whatever. At this point, it's like I said, if I'm going to score another goal, it's got to be with some flash. We got to score a goal with some flash, especially Duchesne coming back to the Pepsi Center. Slap with the puck down the rink, and oh, I forgot that would be an icing, but it... Really? Really? With a 1/10 of a second remaining, we're going to take another face-off. Whatever. Well, that's a victory in Game 1. Just hammered these guys right out of their own building. There's nothing. This is one of those games you got to flush if you're the Avalanche. You flush it. If you're Montreal, you don't really dwell on this game too much either, because I mean it's just one win out of the 4 that you need to win the cup. But we are 3 wins. We are 1 win closer, 3 wins away from ultimate glory in Season 4. I don't know what the Avalanche do at this point. You got to change it up in the net, but knowing the CPU, they will run with Varlamov for the rest of the series. I don't know how you can come back to him in the net for Game 2 after this one. Negative EA bucks for the Avalanche.